Annex Suspension Podcast. We're out here in Austin, Texas at Circuit of Americas. We have one of our sponsored drivers here. Can you say your name and give yourself a short introduction?
I'm Nick Stentiford. I drive the 2005 Honda S2000, car number 87 for Global Time Attack, Grid Life, Super Lap Battle, NASA SCCA.
Awesome, man. So we talked a little bit about it before, but totally honest, how did today go?
It was a rough day, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a rough day. Last year at COTA was the worst day I've ever had at the track. Maybe it's just a COTA curse, I suppose. But after that last set, maybe we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So
actually, yeah.
So what made today particularly rough?
I would say just leading up to it. I mean, I just got done moving. I haven't had time to properly prep the car. I haven't had time to properly dial in the car with new suspension, new tires. I've never driven an R-Comp tire. So there is a lot of things just coming into today that was rough for me. Coming in, we got in late last night. Didn't really get set up how I wanted to be. A little rushed this morning. The car didn't do what I needed it to do this morning. It didn't do what I expected. I expected the car to feel like it was on rails with the R-Comps. And it didn't. So I was a little flustered after that, and so we just started working from there. Started developing and dialing in suspension from there.
I think you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. I think one of the more inspiring parts of your story that I see is that you're a privateer. I saw you by yourself in your dually truck, setting up the car by yourself, fueling the car by yourself.
Here last night, aligning the car by myself. Yeah, I don't have a team. I had a group of buddies that was going to come down, and they simply couldn't make it, which is okay. I mean, racing's more fun with a bunch of buddies. That's what it's about to me, having a good time.
Yeah.
And they couldn't make it, so here I am. Still a great time. Just make more friends.
But on the other side of that too, when you were doing wheel to wheel, I saw you move up 3 positions again.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely time. I'm leaving a lot of time on the track. I think not so much developing the car, but me for wheel to wheel is totally new. I come from Time Attack where I can run my line and I can run it 11 tenths and I can run it every time. Well, you put a minivan in front of me.
Which actually happened today.
Which happened today.
A racing minivan.
Yeah, the Honda Odyssey, which is amazing. It's great seeing just the different cars on track that run GLTC. But you put something like that in front of me. First off, it's a minivan, so I'm like, what is going on here? And then watching that car do this, just the way it's driven, it's weird. And he's in my line. And, I've only been to this track. This is my second time. So I wouldn't say I know all the other lines, and I don't know how to set up to pass a minivan that's faster than me on a straight. This baffles me. But yeah, there is time to be had for sure. I'm putting down, like I said, I put down faster times than the group of cars I've run with, but I have a hard time with what's called racecraft. I don't know the best way to get around them cleanly. So that's something I am working on still.
Randy, anything to add?
I mean, I know in the morning we were kind of fighting some setup issues, like trying to get heat into the tires, right? We're learning about that on the R-Comps, or the I guess full race slicks is a better term.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Those kind of tires are new for us as well. But yeah, I mean, once we got, we did some setup changes and we got the car to grip up a little bit more in the front.
Yeah,
right?
It was nice that the car changed so drastically from a push and shaking to, okay, this is tons of turn out, turns of turn in, and now the back end is loose.
Yeah.
So we did change the balance of the car, but now we just gotta balance a little bit further back, which is easy enough. We already made a change forward, so we just dial it back a little bit more.
Yeah.
And the car felt so smooth and so aggressive that last race. It was just, maybe I was too aggressive for it.
So how did the actual race go? I know you were, you were duking it out with a minivan. There was some Civics, I think, in your group as well.
It seems like most of the Miata. We had 2 packs. We had the fast guys, and then me and these guys. I'm not a fast guy. I'm a good mid-pack guy. I'm a solid mid-pack guy. So that race was fun, and that's what's cool about GLTC. You always have somebody to race with. The pack I was in, it was an NC Miata, a Honda Odyssey, an EG Civic, and an RSX. And we're all the same power to weight, all the same, pretty much the same tire. We take little characteristics like a wing or a splitter differently and weight differently, but that's about it. So we're all really well balanced, and it comes down to the driver. A little bit of torque comes into play coming out of turns and stuff, but that's not too bad. But I did start the race. I qualified 8th for the first race of today. Okay, that's cool. Top 10. I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not too great on starts, so I think I dropped back maybe one position on the start. I play it too safe, I would say, on starts, and I just kind of tried to work my way up through there. There was one car that was holding up that pack, and then once we started working our way around them, it was just a good, fun battle between everybody. I made some mistakes. I made some spins and some pirouettes, and a nice full 360. Yeah, it was great, and kept on going.
I would
didn't
say,
even lose a position.
I would say, I think I can say that you were the crowd favorite from the race, because we're watching on the jumbotron, and I saw you do your spin and your amazing recovery. You basically did 360 and you kept going.
Yeah.
And then there was an applause from upstairs in the balcony. I think people were like really.
And not just a golf clap either.
Yeah,
it was a good one. Yeah.
Really into
We
it.
forgot in the beginning. It was like, oh, and then oh.
Yeah. And then I had a long. I think that turn coming out at 18 is 100 mile an hour. It's fourth gear wide open.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it just oversteered, and calm as can be, just ride it out and don't hit anything. I mean, it's fun. I love it, man. It's fun. If you're not having fun, just don't do it.
Yeah, we might have dialed the grip back a little bit too much from the rear.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can set that up for.
But the front
tomorrow.
doesn't push anymore, so we got the front figured out, and
Yeah.
then we'll put more wing back in it and change. We'll see. I mean, it felt immensely better from the sessions in the morning to how it is today. Oh, well, not today, but this afternoon, just like 200% better. I'm not unhappy driving the car now.
Awesome. Yeah, one thing I want to add is this is our first time being at this track, and I thought of this as being like totally smooth, Formula One track, just like it looked like glass in the photos, right? And then I was lucky enough to ride along in the parade laps, and the drivers keep talking about these pyramids. Like, what are they talking about these pyramids? But at the apex of all the major turns, there's these giant bumps. Like
and you don't see them in the live stream. They're just like a
you
little yellow
can tell.
dot.
I think even if I saw your in-car footage, I don't think I'd appreciate really how big those things are. But they're like what, half a foot tall, maybe taller, and they really don't want you to be hitting those bumps. But I think people were pushing it today. I saw a couple cars hit them and launch, and when they did,
So Nick did at one point.
Nick and a couple other guys hit that thing, and man, it just launches the car. So it's actually it's good feedback for us, because we could actually see how suspension's handling such a traumatic event. Yeah,
and I don't think there's going to be anything more harsh than hitting a ramp essentially.
Yeah.
And it's insane, and being a wheel-to-wheel car, so we're raised up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
We could take advantage of them. We could straddle them. We could ride them a little bit better than these time attack cars. They're half-inch off the ground. Imagine if they hit it.
No, that'd be bad.
The whole front end just detonates. And us, we just go in the air, 3 feet in the air.
So you're racing tomorrow as well?
I am. Yep. I think 2 or 3 races tomorrow. 3 races tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep.
And these are all wheel-to-wheel?
These are all wheel-to-wheel, yes. Yeah, no time attack this weekend. I can't say that too often, but yeah, no time attack this weekend. Just wheel-to-wheel. I mean, I still get the joys of all the time attack cars, all these spaceship-looking builds. And all the Australian guys are here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And we're pit right next to them.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing field of cars that's out here. It's it's blowing our mind, for sure.
Yeah. This event from 2019 to 2020, it's just over 1 year it's grown so much. I mean, even just little stuff like their canopies and their signage, it's better organized. The live stream has come on so much better.
Yeah.
Just the way it's ran, it's going in the right direction.
Yeah.
I know that he looks at World Time Attack as something he wants to duplicate in America with this
who's
event.
he?
Jason or JD with Global Time Attack.
Okay.
He and his staff put on this event. Maybe I don't have all the names right, but my man Jason helps make all this happen. But yeah, he looks at World Time Attack, I believe, and he wants to grow that in America. And this is how he does it. He takes the biggest track in America, the highest track the highest horsepower, the highest speed track in America, I mean, grandstands like this, we don't have this at, just run-of-the-mill tracks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this later, but it's like
definitely look at pictures of this place.
4 stories worth of grandstands. It's amazing.
And that's just here.
Yeah.
And then throughout the whole track, I mean, there's very little grass. There's very little walls. It's paint. I mean, it's a world-class facility. So he picks that track. He sees it as the best suit for what he wants to do, and he wants to bring the best drivers here to have the best event. And that's his goal. And he's making it happen.
Yeah, and we're really happy to try to support however we can.
Yeah.
So for you guys watching, please check out the live streams for Global Time Tech. It's super exciting. You guys need to come out and
if you miss it, you can just watch it on YouTube. It saves on YouTube.
I think one plus for me was like there was never a dull moment. There's so much to do here.
Yeah, I mean, they also have drifting going on down there. They got the car show. They got wheel-to-wheel time attack. They're vendor booths. I mean,
there's a shuttle that will take you from the drift event to the time attack and touring car challenge part of it.
And then tomorrow morning there's a cars and coffee.
There is, yeah. They try to bring anything they could do to get you here. Just let him know, and he'll try to make it happen. He reached out to me. He's like, "Do you know anybody involved with RC cars?" I'm like, I could try. Like that's something to watch.
I think, and then after this, we're going karting, right?
That's right.
Yeah, there's karting here.
You guys got to come out to COTA. It's an amazing facility.
At Hyperfest last year at VIR, they have lawnmower racing.
And
it's just like anything for the crowd, I mean, it's exciting to watch, as silly as it sounds, but I'm going to watch a 30-mile-an-hour lawnmower.
I want to see it too now.
Yeah, I'd watch that. I'd watch that over this sometimes. Like, that'd be crazy.
No, I mean, huge thanks to the Global Time Attack and Super Lap Battle guys. Like, this event is, like, amazing. It really feels like Disneyland for car enthusiasts.
Yeah.
There's just so much stuff going on, so many things to see.
Yeah. And this is only the second year of it.
Yeah. I can't wait to see where this goes.
So, Nick, on a more personal level as a sponsor, what can we do to improve next time? Whether it's like to provide you more support, better communication. What do you feel like we could have improved on?
Nothing really jumps out. I mean, like I said earlier, you guys are here. There's not many. I would say there's a lot of sponsors that come to events to search or set up a vendor booth or just watch and spectate. But actually here for me and another driver, I mean, there's 4 guys here just for me and Josh. I mean, you're getting feedback. You're seeing what's actually going on in person. You're looking at our cameras. I mean, seeing what your product's doing, seeing how we like it, seeing how you can improve. I don't have any criticism. I mean, what else do I want? Go drive it like for me. That's it.
That was the biggest thing when Grant told me we were actually gonna come down and support you in person. I was thinking like, man, like we don't have tools, we don't have the analytic stuff, we don't have like the sensors hooked up to the cars. Like, I would feel bad, how much like managing expectations. Like, dude, like as much as I want to help you, like I don't know if it's gonna like meet your expectations.
Well, I mean, if there's something I could think of, I'll definitely tell you. But I mean, I tell you what the car is doing, what I want it to do, and you tell me the changes I need to make. I mean, that's like a calculator, like a suspension calculator. What more do I need? You tell me what I need to do to make the car do what I want it to do. Now it's just up to me. Just put the whole package together, and that's it.
I mean, and the support goes both ways because we're learning from your experiences, which we can help Josh or other drivers that we work with, and as a team we can move forward. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
So thanks again for having us.
Oh, thanks for being here.
One more time, I just want to say my highlight of this weekend was seeing you do a 360.
I was gonna say the 360,
and then right after that, move up 3 positions.
Right, that was the amazing part. It's like usually you see a driver that's like a little bit shaken from something like that.
Yeah, be off the rhythm for a little bit.
Yeah, no, you just jump right back on it.
When I saw you move up from like 11th up to like 8th, I was like, what the hell?
That just woke me up. That's what it was. Now I'm ready. No, I mean that was all me. After I looked at the live stream footage, I mean, I jumped over the curb, I upset the car, I corrected, and then I corrected too much, and then I corrected the wrong way. It was all me. It happens.
But
I get excited being out there.
Yeah, but I feel like definitely it keeps it takes a professional to really like keep his bearings straight and not get like shook from an experience like that, which I totally saw. Like you're like whatever,
whatever. No, I mean I wouldn't say I'm professional, but like I mean, it's normal. Staying calm during the situation for sure. You know, you can definitely make a really bad mistake and shoot into another car, a wall, or something. But yeah, always just eyes up. That's the biggest thing. And if car's out of control, I mean, know what to do. Yeah. I mean, whether you want to try to pull yourself out of it or just 2 feet in, just eyes up. Don't look at the wall because you'll go into the wall. Wherever you look, you're going.
I hear that so many times, and like still I can't follow those. So I still panic.
Nah, just don't panic, man. Just cool. Just remember, someone is gonna look at your GoPro footage and be like, man, he looks like a fool right now. Just chill. Just just one-handed even.
I've got a question for you. How would you recommend like people get more into the sport, or if there's people that are kind of like is this event open for people? Like, how hard is it to start doing what you're doing?
This event, I would say it's a special event. They screen the drivers coming in for experience, for safety and for just the whole event. I mean, they don't want you to hurt your car, hurt yourself, damage the track, any of the stuff like that. But at the same time, they don't want a very, very slow and inexperienced driver out here with professionals. That's not good for those guys. It's not good for the novice that's learning. If you want to get into road race, wheel-to-wheel, time attack, if you want to just drive on the track, just do it. Look into your local NASA, SCCA. I would definitely look into something that offers an instructor. You might be the fastest dude in your canyon, your street or whatever, but you come out here and you'll learn like I know nothing. Yeah. So definitely get into it. Don't build the car. That's the biggest thing. People will go in these extravagant builds and they've never even driven the car at speed. So just bring the car, drive it. You're going to gain so much within, your first day. Your times are going to be 15, 20 seconds faster just driving. I mean, it's insane. And you'll be hooked from there. And then you'll be looking at, I want to buy this and I want to buy that. But really just buy brake pads, tires, and track days. Just buy track days nonstop. And you'll develop so much as a driver. Don't hesitate to get into it. I hesitated for like 5-6 years. I always found a reason not to go. And one day I was just like, yeah, let's go. Now I'm hooked. Now I do it like every weekend. And it's expensive, but it's fun, man.
Yeah, and you're not exaggerating either. I mean, you're driving across like states, like on a regular basis.
Yeah, on a regular basis. I mean, this is my only event for this month. Our season really hasn't kicked off. I've done some testing. Next month I go to Road Atlanta for Skip Barber Race School, and then our season starts. Yeah. I mean, it's somewhere every weekend. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. I get to do this every weekend. Just race cars with my buddies, and so could everybody else. That's all. Just jump into it. That's all it is. And then once you get into it a bit, get the car. I would not say like, I don't know, I wouldn't say max out a street car, but get in there and be like, I wish the car did this, and then you'll look into a suspension, or you look into sway bars, or a different tire, or maybe a big brake kit, something like that. Don't just
kind of addressing whatever you realize is needs
lacking.
to be addressed.
Whatever is lacking.
Because as you push as a driver, you'll start to find more and more things that can be improved on the car.
And it's usually braking, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I mean, with braking comes suspension. I mean, there's so much involved in those two, and that's what road race is. It's brake, suspension. You could drag race every turn and blow every turn if you want to, and still be kind of quick, but. May as well just drag race at that point, but that's a whole other story.
But like friend with the turbo Elantra.
Oh man, but yeah, just do it. Don't think you need all this crazy stuff. Just sign up. They'll give you a helmet even.
Yeah.
They'll feed you. They'll give you instructors. They'll give you a helmet. Whatever they got to do to get you hooked and be their friend is what they'll do. So just do it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you heard it, you guys. Just do it.
Just do it. Like Nike says, just do it.
Nike does not endorse this podcast.
Unless they want to.
unless they want to. Unless they want to. Well, Nick, I want to thank you so much again for everything, like supporting the product, supporting us. Every time I see your social, like you're always giving us a shout out. So like I mean, thank you so much.
Oh no, I appreciate
the whole team appreciates it.
Yeah, right back to you guys, man. Like it's honest stuff. If it was trash, I'd tell you. I mean, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't keep it on the car if I didn't like it. And the fact that you guys are out here, I mean, you're states away from home. I mean, it's not somewhere bad to be, but like, you know, it still costs money to come out here and do stuff like this, just to hang out with us and make sure your product's doing what you say it does, and it does.
Yeah. Thank you again. Good luck tomorrow, and then expect just like even more support from us.
Yeah. Well, expect more events. Yeah. More feedback.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks again.
All right,
you're
thanks,
welcome.
Nick.